Pay close attention, y'all. Pay close attention. I want to know how long is too long to be waiting to get approved on disability? Social Security disability. Well, this dude right here, y'all, he's about to show and tell you how you can finally get your disability.
Wow.
Stay with me now. Stay with me. Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by just to see me today. Thank you so very much. Today, I'm going to be talking to people who are trying or thinking about getting their disability. Social Security disability. SSI. I am disabled. I can no longer work. I put in my application, but I've been waiting. I've been waiting for a long time, y'all. How long is too long to be waiting on a check? How long? Put it on down there in the comment section. What have you been doing within the meantime? You don't think Social Security disability gonna ask you that? You don't think so? What have you been doing, sir, ma'am? How have you been surviving? How you been feeding yourself? Where have you been staying? Do you live on the streets? Do you? Are these some of the questions that they ask? Put it on down in the comment section, okay? Now, we know there's a lot of people who say they are disabled, and they are not. We know that. We know. But I got this guy today. He wants to help the people who are actually disabled, and they have tried and tried and tried. Like I said, they've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Damn! I know they tired. I know they tired of waiting. I know they tired of waiting. But I'm going to tell y'all. I'm still going to tell y'all. Even if you do get that Social Security check, y'all know that ain't enough money. Don't fool yourself. You can't even get an apartment unless you're on Section 8. And we know how Section 8 is. Most of the time, it's what? It's closed. You can't even apply. They have dates and times and stuff like that when you can apply, when they open it back up. And then again, everybody still can't get it. You still can't get it because it's too many people, y'all. That's why you need a side hustle. You need something. Let me play this man right here. First, I want to thank you for the PayPal, the Cash App, to buy me a coffee. Thank you so much for those blessings. Thank you for the super thanks. And thank you for going over there buying all my products. I truly appreciate it. Now, when I come back off my vacation, y'all, I'm going to open up Hush Oil. Hush. I like saying that. Y'all going to love it, though. You going to love it because, I've been testing it. See if it's smelling good. Oh, it smells amazing. Smells great. All right. Moving right along. Here we go. All right. Pay close attention. Don't be skipping. You're going to miss something when you skip. And I thank the people who watched the whole entire video. I really do thank y'all because y'all know what? I'm trying to be consistent. I'm here Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Don't skip, y'all. It's very disrespectful. It is. If you don't like this video is not for you. Maybe you know someone else who needs this video. Share it with them. Share it. All right, moving right along. Here we go. Come on, sir. Tell them.
Say this to get approved for Social Security disability benefits.
One of the biggest traps on Social Security disability forms and at disability hearings are when they ask about activities of daily living. That's when Social Security will ask questions like, can you cook? Can you clean? Can you do laundry? Can you drive? And here's
How many of y'all can cook? How many of y'all can drive? How many of y'all can do daily activities? And it's not a struggle. So if you can do daily activities and it's not a struggle, are you really disabled? Are they really disabled? Yeah, I know you could be having pain throughout the day. You could be having cramps. You could be having brain farts. I know some of y'all are mental. I know this. I know. But see, they throw these questions at y'all, and y'all don't know how to answer them. You answer them incorrectly. You're in there saying yes to almost everything. Let me start this over again. I just had to play that part right there. Let me start this over again. Listen to what he said now. Pay close attention. Pay attention, because y'all need to listen for the people who truly are disabled. Okay.
say this to get approved for Social Security disability benefits. One of the biggest traps on Social Security disability forms and at disability hearings are when they ask about activities of daily living. That's when Social Security will ask questions like, can you cook? Can you clean? Can you do laundry? Can you drive? And here's the trap. Most people answer the question that they hear, but the question that Social Security is really asking is different. When they ask, can you do it? What they're really trying to figure out is, how do your medical conditions affect your ability to do it?
Do you understand that? How does your medical condition affect you to do the daily house chores, cooking and cleaning and driving? How does that affect you? Does it affect you where you can't no longer do it? Does it? Listen and listen well.
And that's why one of the most important phrases you can use in your disability case is, yes, but here's how my limitations affect my ability to do it. For example,
Now, can they accept another answer even if you say yes? Can they? Do they just want yes and no answers? That's what I'm trying to say. Will they let you elaborate on it? Will they? Or will they just go by what you said on the application? Yes. Is there a line there next to the yes so you can elaborate, say why you said yes, but I can and sometimes I can't. Most of the time I can't. Is there a line? Let me know.
if Social Security asks whether you cook, many people just say yes. Of course they do. People need to eat. But a much better answer is, yes, but I mostly make sandwiches, microwave meals, or cereal. If I use the stove, I need a stool because I can't stand very long. Or, yes, but I only cook once or twice a week because I don't have the energy to do it daily.
Yeah, some people like that. Some people are afraid to cook because they have problems. They have health problems. You don't want to be cooking stuff on the stove and you pass out. Or you fall down and you can't get up. You're going to burn up the whole building, the whole house, or wherever you stand. You know? So I can understand why he's telling y'all to say that.
Same thing with cleaning. If they ask whether you clean your house, most people say yes. But the better answer might be, yes, but I can only clean one room at a time and I have to take breaks. Or, yes, but it takes me several days to finish what used to take me a few hours.
Any of y'all going through that? I'm pretty sure, like, if you have a bad hip, like, it's some things I can't do anymore. I'm not on disability. I'm on Social Security, because I'm old enough. But my hip is bad. Some things I can't do. I can't bend over for a long period of time. I can't even get on my knees. I can't do none of that. I just can't do it. Yeah. I walk with a cane. Some of y'all see me out in public. You see me with a cane. I have to walk with a cane. I don't like it. But it does help my hip, though. It does. So, yeah. Yeah. He's telling the truth about this. Listen well now. I got one more video with him.
You see the difference there? The issue isn't whether you can do an activity. The issue is what that activity looks like because of your medical condition.
Right.
So the next time Social Security asks about your daily activities, don't stop at yes or no. Say yes, But here's how my limitations affect my ability to do it, because that's often where the strongest evidence in your disability case is hiding.
My thing is, if you just send in an application, how you gonna put that down? Like I said, how you gonna put that down? If it's just yes or no, questions. Is there another line, like I said, where you can say, well, this is what, yes, I can cook a little bit, but I only eat sandwiches. I'm tired of them saying, I'm tired of eating damn sandwiches. I'm tired of sandwiches. I need more than sandwiches. Sometimes I microwave, set the time and go off just in case I fall out and bust my ass, but, I can't cook like that. I can't cook meals. I can't do nothing. I can't clean. Only thing I can do is sit down all day and watch damn TV. That's all I can do. And play on my tablet and phone. That's all I can do. Okay? And sometimes I can't even sit all day. My tail be hurting. My tailbone. I can't sit all day. My hip be hurting, so I can't sit on hard surfaces like that all day. I can't do that. Because I be getting like cramps and aches and pains, and I have to take the arthritis medicine, all that kind of stuff. I'm just saying, y'all, some people do have problems, some people do. But he's talking about the people who actually are disabled and having problems in their life. Okay, here's the next video of him. Tell your doctor this. Tell your doctor this so you can get your disability. Some of y'all don't even know what to tell your doctor. Doctors don't want to lie. They don't want to go to jail. Don't get me wrong now. You got some who will. All you got to do is put a little money in their hand. That's all you got to do, put a little money. Someone will lie. But listen to what he says.
Tell your doctor this to get approved for Social Security disability benefits. I'm serious. The most important part of your disability case is not what you tell Social Security. It's what your doctor writes down in your medical records.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? It's what he writes down in your medical record. The doctor. Some of y'all don't even go to your doctor's appointment. Some of y'all don't even go to the doctor, but yet you expect to get disability? You got to have a history of something, a history. If at least a year or 2 years, you got to have a history of certain ailments. Not all of them. Some ailments, they give it to you right away. Like if you on dialysis, they know you ain't working nowhere on dialysis. They know you're not, just certain situations. But listen to what he says.
You could be totally honest and detailed in your application. But if your doctor's notes don't show how your condition stops you from working, Social Security probably won't approve you.
Your doctor needs to explain it. Explain it to the T. He is no longer able to work because he can only stand this long. She can only sit this long. She has a disorder that she cannot function. She's mental. It's got to be in there, y'all. It's got to be in those notes. So-and-so is no longer able to work a job. It has to be in there. I'm just letting you know.
That's why your next doctor's appointment is critical. If these things are true for you, and only if these things are true for you, you need to say them out loud. And
you notice he said only if they're true for you. I'm not telling you to scam the government, disability, or lie to your doctor. I'm not saying it. Only if it's true.
Ask your doctor to include them in your notes. Start with this. I can't sit for more than 10 minutes without needing to stand up or change positions.
See?
That kind of limitation makes it really hard to hold any kind of desk job, and it needs to be documented.
That is good because, if you can't do a regular job, let's say a warehouse job or something like that, or job where you're standing on your feet, or a driving job or something, I don't know. They'll give you a desk job. Well, you can sit on your ass, can't you? Can't you sit on your ass? I'm sorry, yeah. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Can you sit down in front of a computer? I don't know how to computer. Well, we're going to teach you. We'll train you on the job training. Can you sit down and work on a computer? Or can you sit down and sort out some papers? Ain't got to be no computer. It could be other paperwork kind of stuff. Can you file? Can you do this? We'll put the box right there in front of you and you can just file it right there, Anything, any means necessary to make you work. Okay. Some of y'all saying, girl, no, I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't work. I can't do no job. I can't do none. I know a lot of y'all lying, though. A lot of y'all lying. You know you lying. You know you lying. You do all that stuff at home. You think people don't see you. You think they don't. People get pissed off and mad. You got disabilities. You sitting at home now. You ain't got to work. You ain't got to do nothing but watch TV. Go buck wild with your lover. Do all this kind of stuff. But you can't work. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying.
Or you could say, I need to lay down several times per day because of my pain or fatigue. If you can't stay upright and alert for a full workday, that's something that Social Security needs to see in your records. If you're working or trying to, say, I miss several days of work each month because I just can't function.
They're going to have evidence that you're telling the truth, though. You got to show them that you're missing days at work. You got to prove to them that you cannot work. You're going to work every day? And you applying for disability? And they look at your work record? Some of y'all have to go to court. How you going to explain that? How? Put it on down there.
And if you're not working anymore, explain how you miss things like appointments, family events, errands, anything that shows how unreliable your condition makes you. If your condition affects your...
I don't know why I cut off like that. I don't know why people do that with their videos. Basically what he's saying, y'all got to have proof. You got to have something. You just can't go in there and put down yes or no. You got to show them something. This is candid, y'all. Ooh, I love this right here. This is nice right here. Let me see. Skin softener. That stuff, no, it's wonderful. But y'all, you're going to have proof now. You just can't go in there and act like, I'm sick, I'm handicapped, and go in there all crooked and decrepit and like this, like you done had a stroke or something. Some of y'all be lying. They know when you done had a stroke. They can tell. All they got to do is do what is that, scan of your brain, MRI, whatever it's called. That's all they got to do. They can tell if the brain has been stroked out. They can tell. Some of y'all ain't even got no damn common sense. I just don't understand. But I'm just saying, though, he's right, though. You're going to have to do your homework. You're going to have to go to your doctor's appointments. You cannot miss any appointments. You cannot, y'all. You cannot. If you're not consistent, they're not going to be consistent with you. They know you lying some type of way. You saying you sick, you saying you got this, but we don't see no medical records? You ain't even buying your medicine? We see you ain't buying your medicine. You say you got this, but you ain't buying your medicine? Ain't got no insurance. Ain't got no insurance. There's a lot of places that help you with your medication, y'all. There's discount cards or something. You trying to tell me your family member won't help you get medicine so you don't die? That's what y'all saying? God, what kind of family member you got? They must don't like you for some reason. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Go down in the comment section and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Is this guy right? Have y'all done it and still got denied? Let us know what you have done to get your disability, because you deserved it, because you really are disabled. You ain't lying. You just ain't trying to get money from the government because you lazy. You have a disability. Go down in there and tell us. Go down there. Talking crazy now. All right. With all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.